Alright, so the first thing I'd like to cover is called OAC. OAC. It stands for Occasional Alfred Chandler. It looks a bit like this. And I'm going to explain to you what this is actually about and where it came from. Okay, so OAC is a movement and a brand created to stay professional and ruthless in whatever you're doing. Ruthless meaning you don't care much as to anybody else's kind of opinion or take on things. You just want to go about it and you don't really care. You just go about doing your own kind of thing. Okay. OAC stands for Occasional Alfred Chandler. Alfred Chandler was a professor of business history at Harvard Business School and Johns Hopkins University. He wrote extensively about the scale and management structures of modern corporations, and his works redefined business and economic history of industrialization. So Alfred Chandler was basically like a guy. He looked at things very differently. He looked at how things interlinked with one another. He looked at how these things all influenced one another. You know, a lot of variables in a lot of equations he looked at. And he just sort of looked into things and saw how these theories differ in real life. And, you know, you'll start getting the gist of it. I'll give you this one example. So one basic theory Alfred Chandler had was a thing called going to the gym. Who doesn't go to the gym, you know? But he decided to go about all this really differently. He looked at things as though they were like nuts and bolts in a physical sense, metaphorically speaking though. So he would do things in the gym that would make him sort of feel different. He sort of like do things like change his environment. Example, listening to classical music whilst working out, you know, trying different things, trying to get the neuroplasticity of the brain to get wired differently than it usually does. You know, we don't want to live the boring life anymore. In these boring, mundane tasks, Alfred Chandler found ways to make them exciting again and to actually explore and figure out what the hell is actually going on when I do these things. Do you know what I mean? So Occasional Alfred Chandler explores a diverse number of views on different topics, trends and ideas, and then it provides a range of opinions on these. It's almost like a review of things just simplified down to give readers something of interest to explore and get involved in. Alright, so the next thing I want to cover is a little mood board that I actually created for Occasional Alfred Chandler. So I just put a lot of pictures onto a sort of PowerPoint screen, and I just wanted to, you know, get across what Occasional Alfred Chandler meant to me personally. All right, so you know, we've got a group of guys here. I don't want to go into a lot of detail about these guys yet. I mean, we have a lot of stories to tell. I have a lot of people involved within this that don't even know it is this. It's just a madness. Alright, so I've got those guys there. I've got some, that's me boxing. I learned a lot about Occasional Alfred Chandler in these kind of situations where you had to face fears, awkward moments, and, you know, things you just don't expect in everyday life, like human contact with violence. I mean, it's a very tricky subject to master, but very entertaining at the same time. Occasional Alfred Chandler reminds me of smoking a lot of cigarettes. You know, like when I'm working out, especially when I'm working out, because that links exactly to the theories of Occasional Alfred Chandler. We've got this in the gym kind of thing. Then we have a shooting range that also reminds me of this, because you just get to figure out how things work, and it's a hobby of mine which I enjoy. Got working out with the elevation training mask, a great add-on to your workouts if you suffer from any type of anxiety or anything like that. You suffer from breathing problems, a great thing to invest in. Stuff like great art, great art. We like to go places, we have money. We're not rich yet. I mean, we enjoy life and what we can, but we just like to make a mess of things and live in this mess kind of thing, and then get back on our feet. It's an ongoing habit. And making money, another thing. Business, how we deal with people, how we treat people, how people treat us. And yeah, that's it. That's a bit of art there for you, and some admissions through occasional Alfred Chandler. Mostly done by myself. I can't believe how many things I've done the past 2 years. Not even necessarily with money, just like goodwill gestures and things that just get you off your feet, and things you don't need money for, exciting things to do and things to learn. That's the main thing about occasional Alfred Chandler: learning, seeking knowledge, and using this directly in those grey areas in life, and just sort of making something out of yourself by being put in these situations. That's one of my favourite pictures. Reminds me of me and myself on some mad adventures that I've been through. Okay. And of course we have the Saints and Sinners theory locked in there, with a few visits in New York and playing a bit of golf. We do like a bit of golf once in a while. Alright. Sorry I'm taking so long. I'm just going to quickly explain this next set. So we have a gif here of a wolf. There's a lot of wolf-induced theory within occasional Alfred Chandler. The wolf representing a lot of spiritual awakenings and, a lot of good business traits and things like that. There's a lot of things for you guys to look into that you don't really know much about yet, and honestly neither do I. This could be the start of something great where we share ourselves, our own knowledge, our own bits and bats, and together they start to form something great, and we could even change the world with this. I'm not gonna lie, I've seen how some great ideas and other people have changed a lot of the industry just by being themselves, creating what they want, and just sort of enjoying it basically, enjoying the job they're doing and putting their points across in a great manner, stylishly, enthusiastically. And yeah. Okay, so the next part is called The Biz. This is like the main feature. This is going to be mainly based on topics. Well, is the main feature providing news on markets, lifestyles, and general topics. The general topics will be things such as architecture, art, business, food, fitness, fashion, lifestyle, literature, nature, music, philosophy, reading, religion, real estate, spirituality, technology, travel, and wildlife. So we're covering these kind of topics, and it doesn't really appeal to anybody in general. The worst thing I did with this plan was look at my business plan for previous things and just put it down the drain because I just didn't want it to be something business related. I just wanted to put something out there. I mean, I'm at 25 years old. I've got time to tinker with things, you know what I mean? I'm at that age where I can invest in things like these and just try to make a bit of a difference on the side of whatever it is I'm doing. So that is what I'm deciding to do. We have a few pictures here on a mood board explaining the biz. So a lot of these were taken by myself, and there are a few off a thing called Tumblr, which, you know, there will be a lot of nice pictures in there and a lot of articles alongside with it, you know. So you are definitely getting something great to read. So the biz, you know, it reminds us of professional environments. It reminds us of religion and philosophy meeting in our lives through people, through rituals, through God knows what, the strangest things ever. I mean, we meet so many different types of people with different beliefs. You know, it's time to get out there and start learning more about these people and what it is they believe in, about everything, how the world works. Great things coming up, guys. Honestly, a lot of moral compass kind of issues, like the randomest stuff. Do you know what I mean? We're gonna cover a lot of topics. Honestly, it's a very broad spectrum, but at the same time it's so channeled down in the plan. Of course, I do tend to go off tangent once in a while, so you got to watch out for that. And, you know, let me know once in a while your views, comments, thoughts, anything. Communication would be great, guys. You know, message me on Instagram, comment on my YouTube videos, check my site out at www.aabiz, AABIZ, that is .co.uk. Okay. And finally, we have the last movement and brand, which stands out quite a bit. I mean, it is colourful, it's dashing, it has a lot of great personalities in there. This is called FCM, short for Fight Club Mentality. What does this mean? It's a bit of a tricky one. It's something that took me a while to sort of master over the years, something that I've been going through mainly through an app called Tumblr. A great app, guys. I want you to download this app. It's called TUM for mother, BLR for Romeo. So Tumblr is a great app. I mean, it's got a lot of things on there that just help you with your mental health. You know, whatever it is you're sort of looking for in life, you can find it on Tumblr. You can follow somebody and you can see great pictures of whatever it is you want to see, GIFs, videos, listen to great music. I mean, it's the best app I feel ever invented for those late nights when you just want to be alone and put your earphones in and, you know, get away from the world a bit, just have that little escape. Tumblr is the one, honestly. Very recommended. If you do have Tumblr, please follow me on my personal and my business account. So my business account is my Tumblr. What was my Tumblr? I think it's A_biz. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is that. And my personal one is paradoxical. So that's PARADOXICAL, and then psychosis, which is spelled PSYCHOSIS. All right. So Fight Club Mentality is a movement and brand established to achieve ultimate Kaizen. Kaizen is a Japanese business term which means continuous improvement. So something which is always continuously improving in itself. So Fight Club mentality is a movement and brand established to achieve ultimate kaizen in all sectors of life. Fight Club mentality stands for a movement and a brand which has been established in order to achieve ultimate kaizen in all sectors of life. It also focuses mainly on the mind and personal development. Something, I actually saw a lot of like girly movies that did this for me, like Michelle Pfeiffer in one Sweet Day or something, was it, with George Clooney? God knows what it was called. It was a good movie, she reminded me of that kind of individual that always improved herself. I don't know, it mainly came from women, I'm not gonna lie. I saw most of this, especially in business as well, these charms, these traits, and yeah, I mean, most of it has been through women, or women that I've seen through film. A lot of this is down to a lot of women in my life, and thank God for them, because without them this wouldn't be about, honestly. All right, so it focuses mainly on the mind and personal development, and turning weaknesses to strengths is a key aspect of Fight Club mentality. It is an idea originally based from the film Fight Club. I don't know if you guys have seen Fight Club. There's a lot of interpretations of Fight Club. We will definitely go over some movie reviews, and we will try and conversate the meanings behind these films, and the kind of impact they had on society. Very interesting topics. All right, so my interpretation of Fight Club, the film, was where individuals get together and challenge one another's mentalities and personal psychology in order to improve on themselves and get over any parts of themselves they or society found weak. It's a very taboo thing to do. I mean, a lot of society would frown upon that kind of thing. These types of peoples that isolate themselves and, go and do crazy things that nobody would dare to do before, things you don't really question your mind about doing. I mean, this is starting to come out in my daily life. I get put through weird situations where I lost my phone the other week on a bus, as well as I thought I lost my wallet as well. I had lost everything, but I'd actually left my wallet at home. I didn't know that until I got back home later on. But yeah, anyway, I lost my phone and my wallet supposedly, and I ended up in town, and I just got this feeling of where I just felt really free from any tie downs, any worries, anything whatsoever. And then I just started to live sort of differently in those few moments where I could ask anybody for a penny, some money. I lost all these feelings of guilt and lack of confidence. And when you get put in some certain situations in life, you have to ask yourself, are these opportunities presented as scarily dangerous situations for me? You have to ask these questions about life. Why are you in this certain situation in life? Wisely speaking, why would you think you have been put in it? Why does the world work the way it works? Why do we get put in these situations? Why do we get put through these trials, tests, tribulations? You know what I mean? This is where we start to question, guys, and I want you guys to do that a bit more about your lives after you've watched this video. I want you to start questioning a lot of things in your life, be those overthinkers so certain individuals don't have to think. I like those sorts of people. I mean, I would do well if I attracted these sorts of people, which is what I'm trying to do by putting these points across, so you never know. All right, so quick overview for Fight Club mentality through some pictures would be like things to do with a lot of personal health, how to recharge fast, a lot of mental health issues, physical exercise, about mixing it up and doing different things, being nice to others and realizing that You know, somebody might say, whoa, you watch your mouth before I show you the back of my hand. And it might say, please be nice to me on the back of the hand. You know what I mean? It's a mad world out there. We don't know anyone or anything. We just have assumptions and beliefs of what we think situations are going to be like. And trust me, we need to get rid of this part in our brain where we try to plan things. Because honestly, the greatest times and things do not happen with plans. They happen out of the blue. I have planned so much in my life, and honestly, never a lot of things have never actually gone to plan. Like, there is a plan, there's the actual plan, and then there's a plan you never even knew anything about, kind of thing. It's a mad world, you know what I mean? We can just try our best in all three sectors. Fight Club mentality, you know, we are improving daily, guys. Whatever we do improve regardless. Honestly, believe it. So we got things on how to stress less, you know, little tips and hobbies, weird art, psychopathic tendencies, a very good subject to cover as well in this. And you know, magical things like the side of the brain and how it all works, and neuroplasticity, you know, like when you do a new activity and your brain starts to get wired differently. For example, playing the piano, reading a book, driving lessons, surfing, skiing, anything of the sort. These are all adding to neuroplasticity of the brain, something very interesting, and you know, normal things we don't even know about ourselves. So yeah, I'm glad you guys had the time to watch that anyway. Just a quick brief overview of what I'll be covering within the next few months. The plan would be to, you know, vlog a few things, get the messages out there, and hopefully around February time, when my business is looking to go a bit more booming in the sense, I am looking actually to do this around February, March, come up with a subscription for viewers and readers. So if you're interested, you know, give it a watch for a while and we can make something of it. Something that is going to change your life individually. Something for your eyes only. Something just for you. You can't talk about these things with anyone. You know, show a friend here and there. But what I want you to do more is grasp the concept of this, the intentions behind this, and start using them within your life and see the change. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm going to get off now. I hope you had a good time watching. I enjoyed speaking to you all. Have a good day, have a good night, whatever it is you're doing. Stay strong, stay blessed, and keep at it. Love you all.